Hi, hello, welcome to this YouTube lectures. I am Professor Razu Rolakanti, Department of ECE from St. Peter's Engineering College and UGC Autonomous College, Hyderabad. Today I am going to explain uniform plane waves in free space. We know uniform plane wave in free space, today's topic. We know that the propagation of electromagnetic wave can be explained easily with the help of Maxwell's equations. We know the Maxwell's equations are 4 in number. Sometimes we call Maxwell's equation as a set. These are very important to understand today's lecture. The existence of electromagnetic waves or wave was stated by Professor Heinrich Hertz. Actually, Maxwell himself predicted the existence of EM waves earlier. Hertz was the first scientist who generated and detected radio waves successfully. Basically, waves are means of transporting energy or information from source to destination. Also, a wave is a function of space and time both. The typical examples of EM waves are radio waves, TV signals, radar beams, and light rays, etc. Today's our discussion is uniform plane waves in free space. At this particular time, what is uniform plane wave? You see here a uniform plane wave. In this diagram, you can see in this diagram, I am dividing the space into x-axis and y-axis and z-axis. I am assuming some assumptions at this particular point of thing. These are very important to remember throughout this lecture. I am assuming electromagnetic wave travel in free space. Assume an electromagnetic wave traveling in free space. Also assume that an electric field is in x direction while a magnetic field is in y direction. As the wave propagates in free space, we have to assume electric field is in x direction. Magnetic field is in y direction. This is Ex, electric field, that is x direction. Ex says electric field is traveling in x direction. Magnetic field is traveling in y direction. And the direction of wave propagation is in the z direction. So, electric field travels in AX direction. Magnetic field travels in a y direction. Wave propagates in a z direction. Both fields will not vary with x and y. Electric and magnetic fields will not vary with x and y, but they vary with z only. They will also change with time as the wave propagates in 3 space. At this particular moment, I want to introduce you what is uniform plane wave. You see here, this a uniform plane wave. The electric field vector E bar and magnetic field vector H bar lie in the same plane. Also, the different planes along the direction of E bar and H bar, electric field and magnetic field vectors, those are parallel to each other along the direction of the propagation of the wave. You see here, this is electric field and magnetic field are lying on the same plane. That is called uniform plane wave. A uniform plane wave is the wave in which electric field vector and magnetic field vector lie on the same plane. These are the parallel uniform planes. Direction of propagation of wave. The wave propagates in z direction. You see this by this figure. I want to give the direction of the propagation. The direction of the propagation in the z direction. The uniform plane waves are like this. Here, by seeing this, you can understand electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. Electric field vector is in ax direction, while magnetic field vector is in ay direction. That means electric field vector, that is E bar, and magnetic field vector, that is H bar, lie in the xy plane. E bar and H bar are functions of z and t only. As E bar and H bar are mutually perpendicular to each other, the electromagnetic waves are transverse in nature. This is electromagnetic wave. You can see this, the electric field vector is in x direction. The magnetic field vector is in y direction. The wave totally propagating in z direction. This is electromagnetic wave. Let us consider the curl equations of the Maxwell's. You see here, del cross H bar is equal to J bar plus dou d bar by dou t. This is conduction current density. This is displacement current density. Therefore, del cross H bar is equal to Jc plus Jd. Therefore, the first equation, this is the Maxwell's equation, which is derived from Ampere's circuit law. That is why del cross H is equal to J plus dou d by dou t is known as Maxwell's equation. That is derived from Ampere's circuit law. You see here, let us assume that a free space is perfect dielectric. A free space is a perfect dielectric. Then conduction current density J is equal to 0. substituting j is equal to 0, we are going to have del cross h bar is equal to dou d bar by dou t. This is the Maxwell's equation derived from Ampere's circuit law. This gives the relation between h and e bar. We know that d bar is equal to epsilon e bar. By substituting epsilon e bar in place of d bar, we are going to have del cross h bar is equal to epsilon dou by dou t of e bar. So h bar and e bar, that gives the relationship between h bar and e bar. Therefore, the Maxwell's equation that is derived from Ampere's circuit law gives the relationship between h bar and e bar. This is called del curl equations. Now let us expressing the d bar in rectangular coordinate systems. Del cross h bar is equal to dou by dou t of dx ax bar plus dy ay bar plus dz az bar. We are expressing d bar in rectangular coordinate system. This is like this. D is written like this: dx ax bar plus dy ay bar plus dz az bar. Therefore, del cross h bar dou by dou t is becoming like this. So this is the curl. If you want to write the curl operation, this is we are going to get. How we are going to? We are going to write a determinant consisting of ax bar, ay bar, az bar, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, hx, hy, hz. After expanding the determinant, we are going to have this one. You see here, dou hz by dou y minus dou hy by dou z, ax bar plus dou hx by dou z minus dou hz by dou x ay bar plus dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y az bar. That is equal to, as usual, I am writing the same term here, dou by dou t of dx ax bar plus dy ay bar plus dz az bar. I explained assumption previously. One assumption is h bar is in y direction, whereas e bar is traveling in x direction. Therefore, as h bar is traveling, h bar is in y direction, that is in y direction, hx and hz are 0. Wherever hx and hz is 0, putting this term hz is there, this term is becoming 0, and hx is there, this term is becoming 0, this term is becoming 0, and this term is becoming 0. Total y term is missing here because this is 0, this is 0. Therefore, now we are going to get minus dou hy by dou z ax bar plus dou hy by dou x az bar. This one, dou hy by dou x az bar, that is equal to dou by dou t of dx ax bar plus dou y ay bar plus dou z az bar. We also note that hy is not changing with x, as it is uniform in xy plane. So dou hy by dou x also 0. Therefore, dou hy by dou x, this is becoming 0. Therefore, minus dou hy by dou z ax bar is equal to dou by dou t of dx ax bar plus dy ay bar plus dz az bar. Now equating LHS and RHS, we are going to have this one is equal to this one minus dou hy by dou z is equal to dou dx by dou t. You see here, We know d bar is equal to epsilon E bar. I am substituting here. Therefore, minus dou Hy by dou Z is equal to epsilon dou Ex by dou T. I am taking this minus to this side. Therefore, dou Hy by dou Z is equal to minus dou Ex by dou T. I want to let this one as equation 1. This is equation 1. Remember this is the end result of this one. We are getting dou Hy by dou Z is equal to minus epsilon dou Ex by dou T. Now, let us consider the second Maxwell's equation that is derived from Faraday's law. Del cross E bar is equal to minus dou B bar by dou T. This is the Maxwell's equation derived from Faraday's law. Previous one is derived from Ampere's law. This is derived from Faraday's law. Why we are saying here Faraday's law, Ampere's law? There are two curl equations. So one curl equation is derived from Ampere's law. This curl equation is derived from Faraday's law. By using rectangular coordinate system, we can write the same thing. After determinant, we are going to get here. We can use both the directions. So we are going to have this one. Dou Ey by dou Z minus dou Ez by this one. As E bar is in x direction, we assumed that therefore Ey and Ez is equal to 0. Therefore, these two terms are getting here. You see here all the terms which are having Ey, Ez are 0. Ez, this is 0. Ey, this is 0. Therefore, total this is 0. We are having here and here. Therefore, after that we are having like this. We are having those equations. Dou Ex by dou Z Ay bar plus dou Ex by dou Y Az bar is equal to minus dou by dou T of Bx Ax bar plus By Ay bar plus Bz Az bar. Also, we know component Ex is not varying with Y as it is uniform in xy plane. So, dou Ex by dou Y is also 0. Therefore, we are having dou Ex by dou Z Ay is equal to minus dou by dou T Bx Ax bar plus By Ay bar plus Bz Az bar. Now, at this we can equate LHS and RHS of the above equation. Direction wise, we can have dou Ex by dou Z is equal to minus dou Bx by 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 this is Y and this is Y. So dou Ex by dou Z, that is equal to minus dou By by dou T. We know that B bar is equal to mu H bar. I am substituting here. I am getting dou Ex by dou Z is equal to minus dou Hy by dou T. Dou Hy by dou T is equal to minus, I am taking this term, this is to this side, I am taking dou Hy by dou T is equal to minus 1 by mu dou Ex by dou Z. Let this is equation 2. We know equation 1 and equation 2. So let us take the equation 1, that is dou Hy by dou Z is equal to minus epsilon dou Ex by dou t. This is the first equation. I want to differentiating the equation 1 with respect to t. Because here I am having t, here I am having z. I want to equate means here is z, I want to differentiate with respect to t. Here I want to differentiate with respect to z. Therefore, this term is going to equate. Then I can equate these two equations. That is I am going to do like that here. Now differentiating equation 2 with respect to z, equation 1 with respect to t, equation 2 with respect to z, I am going to have like this. This and this we can, by interchanging these derivatives, we are going to, these two are equal. Therefore, this is equal to this one. Therefore, we can say epsilon dou square Ex by dou t square is equal to 1 by mu dou square Ex by dou z square. Here the minus get cancels. Therefore, dou square Ex by dou t square is equal to, I am taking this towards this. Therefore, 1 by mu epsilon dou square Ex by dou z square. You see here, from the physics, we know that V is equal to 1 by root of mu epsilon. Therefore, 1 by root of mu epsilon, I want to use this relation here. By using that, I am going to have like this, V square. This is V square. Dou square Ex by dou t square is equal to V square. Dou square Ex by dou t. What is V? Is the velocity of propagation. It is also known as wave velocity. For the free space, this is denoted by the letter C, and its value is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. This equation is known as the wave equation. This is called the wave equation, and it is differential equation of second order. You see, this is a second order differential equation. By solving this equation mathematically, we are going to have the solution. Ex is equal to Em plus cos of omega t minus Bz plus Em minus cos of omega t plus Bz. The units of electric field vector is volts per meter. What is the notation? I want to give the notation. This is the amplitude, maximum amplitude